Ladies, gentlemen, welcome back to another week in GTA Online. This week, the podium vehicle is the Sterling GT and the prize right is the Flash GT. If you want to win the Flash GT, all you have to do is place top 3 in Los Santos Car Meet Series races 4 days in a row. Your best bet here is going to be drag races, and if that's entirely worth it for the 4 days in a row, it's quite a large commitment for a car that you're probably not going to be driving a whole bunch. The Lucky Wheel vehicle, however, the Sterling GT, is definitely worth spinning the wheel for a couple of times, especially with HSW. It is a very fast and very fun vehicle to drive. For bonus money this week, there's double cash and RP on Overtime Rumble and Payphone hits, which on paper is quite nice. Payphone hits are definitely a decent chunk of cash you could make. However, you do need to own an agency for it, and I wouldn't really go out of my way to purchase one just to pay those payphone hits. Overtime Rumble is a relatively interesting adversary mode, one of the more fun ones in the game. In terms of money and RP though, I wouldn't really go out of my way to start playing them, but you know, if you haven't played it in a little while, definitely go and check it out again, because I'm sure the lobbies will be filled with players who will be doing the exact same thing. Additional bonuses this week is a Merryweather hoodie for just simply completing the black box file from the Garment Factory FIB file. So go do that if you want to have some new swag. Is swag something we're still saying, by the way? Is that you know, for some pick up some swag as like some clothing, or am I just getting old? The salvage art robberies for this week are the Gangbanger, McTony, and the Podium robbery, with the weekly challenge requiring you to do 3 FIB file finales for a cool $100,000. For discounts this week, there's 50% off the Hustler, Comet, Blades, and Baller LE, and 30% off Garage Properties, the Sultan RS Classic, Brigham, Patriot Mil-Spec, Drift Yosemite, and Drift Tampa, the Klieg Wagon, Omnis EGT, and the Nimbus. And in the gun van, you can find 40% off the minigun and 50% off the combat shotgun for GTA Plus members only. As a friendly reminder, last week the L. Strickler rifle has arrived in the gun van as well for just regular players out there who didn't subscribe to GTA Plus, but naturally for GTA Plus members this rifle is still free. In terms of our recommendations, if you don't own a minigun yet, it's worth picking up, obviously, because it's a minigun, it's 40% off, but given the fact that it's not that expensive anyways, you shouldn't really have to start running towards the gun van in order to get it. Having said that, I do believe that it kind of avoids needing a level requirement, which normally is a level 120 from the top of my head. So worth grabbing if you don't have it and you don't feel like spending like 400k on the Widowmaker, which is like the laser version of the minigun. In terms of vehicles though, there's a few recommendations. The Blade is a fun vehicle to drive, though not really super competitive within its class. Sultan RS Classic is among the top tuners, but nowadays overtaken by other vehicles. The drift cars are obviously fun to grab. If you don't have it yet, make sure to also slap a drift package on it as well inside of the car meet. And finally, the Omnis EGT is a worthwhile pickup for those who frequently play free roam, as it's one of the better free roam vehicles to utilize the Amani tech availability on it. And finally, for removed vehicles, you can find the Esky, Hustler, Wolfsbane, Baller LE, and Hexer at Simeon's showroom. And at the Los Santos car meets, you can find the Comet, Blades, and the Akuma. Out of those vehicles, none of these really are among the absolute top of its class. They're all just kind of like on the lower tier, so unless you like the look of a vehicle, grab it. But aside from that, not really worth grabbing in my humble opinion. But aside from that, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you all later.